Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Niti Namine Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shundavadi Pasya Deshatarine Jaya Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Om Sarabhyaya Namaha Om Sarabhyaya Namaha Om Sarabhyaya Namaha Mukam karoti vasalam pangum blankayate giranna Yatkripa tamaham vande Sri Varnasrama Yatkripa tamaham vande Sri Varnasrama Hare Krishna. Whether everyone is able to follow English. So by Vasudev, you follow English? You can follow English? Huh? Little. Maybe it's good if you can sit beside those who maybe want a little booster. Okay, yeah. I mean, one thing that just crossed my mind before we begin, every time we have a session or every time we have a weekend retreat, you make a banner that will always be there so that when we take pictures, people can know that this is the event. Right now, is, make a nice long banner, don't put any date on it, and just, you can write it both in English and Bengali possibly, since it's our medium. I'll write it out actually, or you can write it out and show it to me, and then we can...
From next time we'll do.
Huh?
From next time we'll do.
Yes, correct. Yeah. So I'd like to welcome all of our guests. Anyone coming for the first time, I think? For the first time, well, to the session.
First time.
Yeah. First time. Special welcome to those who are coming for the first time. Yes. We hope it will not be the last time. I think this is our fifth Varnasrama weekend retreat. We hope that the name Varnasrama weekend retreat will become more known, so that people can know that every month here at our Varnasrama college campus, we are having this retreat, which is we could say the beginning, still in the early stages of the one-day full-fledged manifestation of the Varnasrama College that we are planning to have here. So as we normally do, I think it will be good to take a few minutes to kind of introduce ourselves, since we have some newcomers. Briefly, your name, and where you come from, and basically briefly what you do in life. So we have an extra mic, I believe. Yes. So we can start with the ladies first. Name, location where you stay, and what you are doing basically. Yes.
Hare Krishna.
Yes.
I am myself Krishna Priyashirasi. I am from Kolkata. Presently I am working as a doctor actually in hospital. But as a Varnasrama servant, I just seek your blessings because we are trying to develop a project there for the South Chorfara on the bank of Ganges. There is a small area, with a small cow, Goshala and Dharma Center, and a little bit of farm. We are trying, but we are not. The market's very good.
On the bank of the Ganges.
Yes, on the bank of the Ganges, and South Chowbish Pramana district is from nearby Kolkata.
That's quite auspicious, on the bank of the Ganges.
Yeah, yes, Maharaj.
Yeah. Okay, wonderful. Thank you.
Thank you, Maharaj.
You can,
Please
you
bless us.
can give her the mic. Yeah. Mangla bolo.
Hare Krishna, Maharaj. Mataji teach and Mataji Shivata করছেন আমি Mataji Shivata দিয়েছি
I'm just here because she's
no identity I have no identity
She's Sanatani Radha. Maybe your name at least.
my name is Sanatani Radha Rashi
She is assisting me a lot there. She is survey actually. I am the assistant.
from where?
She is from Calcutta.
Calcutta. Also.
She is a nurse in our hospital.
Okay.
In our government
Yes.
hospital.
We have two doctors present. Maybe more, I don't know. Okay? Yes. 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 Padam padam yagdi padam. Okay. Yes.
Hare Krishna. My name is Raghav Das. Originally, this material body is born in Gujarat. That's where I'm from. We recently moved to Mayapur. My son Shyamchandra is staying with the parents as well. Trying to attend the program daily, and we are so happy to have an association of Maharaj in this wonderful.
And what do you do in life
Well,
besides chanting Hare Krishna?
I'm a product manager
Forest.
in a payments technology company. So since I moved over here, I'm still working remotely, which might not continue for a long time because they don't allow remote jobs. And that happens, I'll have opportunity to take up more full-time services. And Varnasrama is very dear to
Your heart.
me because, again, my Guru Maharaj instructions and explain very nicely how this is important and we should implement them.
Yes.
And I'm continuing to have personal guidance and instruction from Maharaj, so I'm very fortunate to be here. Thank you.
Hare Krishna, very good. Backside.
We are from Raghav.
Gazan Kol. Yeah, you are.
You are already visited several times.
Sita.
There we are organizing a gurukul, a gosala, and also agriculture. But we are not skilled to organize this project.
You're not keen to organize
This project.
this project?
Varnasrama project.
Well, you're already doing it. You are keen. You say you're not keen, or you're keen?
We are not skilled.
Huh?
Skill.
Skilled or not skilled? Everything takes practice and time. No problem. Yes, yes, yes. Okay. Boss, hey, bolo.
हरे कृष्ण तुम्हारा प्रणाम
Yes.
আমি অনলাইন বলছি
বলো।
আমি কিছু জানিনি আমি কৃপা ছাড়া আমি কিছু করতে পারি না। আমি জানি বর্ণাশ্রম করার ইচ্ছা আমার ইচ্ছা, কিন্তু গুরু মহারাজ যদি কৃপা করে সেই কৃপাতেই হবে, গুরুর কৃপা ছাড়া আমি কিছু করতে পারি না। গুরুর চরণে সব কিছু ধন্যবাদ প্রণাম সব কিছু গুরুর চরণে বেঁধেছি। গুরু যেটা করবে আমি সেটাই করতে পারবো, তার ছাড়া আমি আগে বাড়তে পারবো না। আমি গুরুর কাছে আমি এটাই জানি, প্রার্থনা করি আমি গুরুদেব আমার কৃপা করে আমার বর্ণাশ্রমে খুব ইচ্ছা আগে বাড়া, গুরুদেব কৃপা করলে তারপরে হবে।
Hare Krishna. Yes. So somebody can translate in English for those who are not able to follow.
Hare Krishna Maharaj and Lord.
Hey, one minute. One minute. You translate briefly. Just tell that, he's telling that he's very interested in, I guess I'm translating it. No, he basically, Prabhu was telling that he's not so familiar with Varnasrama, but he's very interested in Varnasrama, and that everything is depending on the mercy of Guru and Krishna, that I can learn more about Varnasrama, and more or less, motamoti. That's what he was conveying. Take a seat, follow. Some people are coming, maybe you can just check, keep an eye.
Yes.
Yeah, they might be connected with this, yeah. Bolo.
Hare Krishna Maharaj and Lord Pranam. Maharaj, আমি ইংলিশ জানি না, বাংলাতে বলবো।
Bolo.
আমি পুরুলিয়া জেলা থেকে এসেছি, বল্লামপুর থানা।
Huh?
পুরুলিয়া জেলা বল্লামপুর থানা।
Purulia.
District
ডিস্ট্রিক্ট পুরুলিয়া।
ওখানে গুরুকুল আছে।
গুরুকুল, আপনি গুরুকুল আছে, পরশুরাম গুরুকুল।
পরশুরাম গুরুকুল।
এখন 34 স্টুডেন্ট।
34, huh?
34
34
স্টুডেন্ট, যে স্টুডেন্ট আছে আমরা গ্রামে গ্রামে ভিক্ষা করে সেই স্টুডেন্টকে ভর্তি করি। কোনো কিছু ডোনেশন আমরা নিই না, সম্পূর্ণ যেটুকু আজকে আমাদের গ্রামে আসছেন কীর্তন, হরিনাম কীর্তন করে চাল, আলু, টাকা যে আছে সেই সংগ্রহ করে এই বইটি আমরা দেওয়া হয়।
They're growing, they have garden, they're growing different vegetables.
They collect, maintain the children, and they go to village and collect money, donation.
Do Madhukari.
That's how they maintain them.
Okay. That's important to record. Yeah.
Maybe.
Right. Madhukari. The traditional Madhukari. Yes. Think I see. Follow? That's good. Okay.
গরুশালা আছে,
They're Gosala too.
Goshala, yes.
আপনার দুর্গা যেন থাকে, আমরা যেন অনেক কিছু বেশি কিছু করতে পারি।
Then. Yes. Name? Hare Krishna.
Inspired by this big concept.
Your father, right?
Yes, my father.
Yeah, right. Father, mother, yeah. Okay. We are especially looking for people who are inspired and who can become even more inspired. Yes. Thank you for coming. Mike can come back here. Yeah. Yes. Bolo. I think you can speak in English. Yes. Speak in English.
I'm studying in ITV for just few years.
You're serving in IDVM?
Yes.
Is it? Wow. Okay. You're being promoted. Okay.
That's not my service. I was receiving books. I read books and trying to visiting different villages, and so it's really interesting because a little bit about Varnasrama. When it's a little more very accepted, gradually you have no idea about it. So I read the books. One book is translated in Bengali, small one.
Okay.
Like waiting for the other books. So that can do some great.
Thank you. Yes. And
Hare Krishna, my name is Shyam Sundar.
Sam Sundar.
I'm from Gujarat, Ahmedabad, and I'm right now living in Rasamurkunj, Rasaraj building.
Okay. What's the number? Look at
And
it.
I'm trying to, and I'm aspiring to become an author and an orator, to be a menial servant to the part of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's movement, and
An author and
orator.
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 Orator. Yeah, people who speak. Huh.
I'm trying to help my father.
Okay, that's important also. Very good. Thank you very much. Yes.
I am Dr. Swami Das. I am connected to IBM, and
My God, I didn't know so many people. He's with you. Okay. Hold on. I'm all done. असली बारी बताए बारी कोलकाता ओके 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 या Ajit Prabhu. I mean, not everyone knows you.
Guru Maharaj, actually, Guru Maharaj started this project many years back. Maybe nobody knows about this thing, Varnasrama, but he is the one of the originator of this thing after Prabhupada.
Hey, you're supposed to just mention your name, where are you from and what you do.
So then, when we are planning this building, then the building is finished, then I thought how to connect with Guru Maharaj to get his blessings and how to connect. So I approached Maharaj that we can start here Varnasrama retreat kind of weekend program.
Yes.
Then Guru Maharaj was very pleased to listen this thing, and from that onward I am connected and I am just trying to make connection between people.
Yes.
I am just likely connecting where that's all. I have no qualification.
Hare Krishna. Actually, Achyutananda Prabhu, take the mic. Yeah. He is an architect. If anyone would like to know a little bit about architecture, he is a professional architect. He actually helped with this building and helping in different projects. And he visits on a regular basis and very helpful, very supportive of our Varnasrama endeavors. And last but not least,
Hare Krishna, Varnasrama to all devotees. I am Arvind Shiva. I am serving here since from 1 year as temple commander.
Temple commander, you heard right there. He's, yes, the commander of the temple. Okay, yes, yes. So, one thing we need, this first time I sit in this room, because up until a few days ago, this was our temple room. I was sitting, sitting on the altar here. Altar was right here. One thing we need to get is a clock, a nice big clock that will be permanently on display. Probably there, or it could be here. We don't need right now, but I'm just saying that we should have a nice big round clock like that. So, yeah, because without a clock and without sunshine, it's difficult to tell what time it is. So I'd like to give a little bit of background information to this topic of Varnasrama, which is a theme, we could say, a very recurrent theme. Recurrent means that it is coming up again and again, that is referred to many, many times, both in our Shastra, especially the Srimad Bhagavatam, and also in the various conversations and writings of Srila Prabhupada, as well as from other acharyas also. So it's something that all of us, at some particular point in our life, we discover. Because in the early years, as a devotee, like when I was here in Mayapur, although I was every day practically, my main service was in the villages, Namhata preaching. Of course, I had heard about the word Varnasrama. I knew that there are 4 social divisions. Like all of us, 4 social divisions, 4 varnas and 4 ashrams. but it did not have any special meaning. It took many years. It actually took me more than 20 years to start gaining some little understanding. And I'm still learning because Varnasrama is an integral part of Dharma. Inasmuch as the whole ideology of Bhakti, isn't it, the essence of Dharma and the goal and ultimately the destination is to develop our Bhakti, means our devotion, our devotional service, and to develop our love for Krishna, isn't it? That is the ultimate. But especially in the early days, we don't make the connection, a connection which is very essential as we get to know and hear a bit more from Srila Prabhupada and other acharyas as well. As a matter of fact, this one particular book, speaking about Varnasrama, which is having most of the important quotations from Srila Prabhupada, there's a section where Srila Prabhupada is discussing with his disciples how, and this is supported also by other Vaishnava acharyas, how to actually become a Vaishnava. To actually become a Vaishnava, it is necessary. It is necessary to follow Varnasrama. This is Prabhupada's statement. Not everyone will understand or even agree with it, although it's difficult to disagree with a statement of an acharya, especially our own founder acharya or any Vaishnava acharya. But this is a very important point. It is not that Varnasrama is more important, let's say, than Bhakti or devotional service, but it is that we can actually use the word perfect. It is that perfect system. It is that perfect system that Krishna has created. This is Krishna's creation, isn't it? Which is given to us for the very purpose of more easily and more quickly becoming devotees, developing ultimately our bhakti, our devotional service. And in many ways, the whole ideology of Varnasrama, I find it, what's the word? I find it guhyam. What is guhyam? Hidden. Yeah. Confidential is another word I would use. Just like we hear from our acharyas that devotional service, Krishna says in the Bhagavad Gita, Bhakto sine sakasiti rahasyam hitavitamam. They're very mysterious. The science of bhakti, Raja Vidya Rajaguyam, is very confidential, very mysterious. So Krishna's material nature, Krishna's material energy, of which Varnasrama is part of, because Varnasrama is connected with the three modes of material nature. That is also very mysterious. It is very, very deep subject matter. So, it is a very deep subject matter also because it is connected with Dharma. And the subject of Dharma, which is one of the most important subject matters for those who are serious to advance in spiritual life, is meant to be our main focus of attention actually in life. So, especially in the context in which we are living today, there is a tremendous need, and that is why Srila Prabhupada, as our founder Acharya, stressed the importance of reintroducing modern day way of life has deviated actually from the basic principles of Varnasrama. And in the last few weeks, we are reading one section in the Bhagavatam which is especially dealing with these principles, basic principles of Dharma. And we can immediately understand, why Srila Prabhupada introduced, when he went to the Western country, why he introduced these 4 principles of no meat eating, no gambling, no intoxication, and no illicit sex life, because when we allow these adharmic activities to take place, and when we become entangled with them, then the whole Vedic culture actually breaks apart, isn't it? So the whole system of Varna and Ashrama is meant to help society function in a way that will more easily help us to advance in Krishna consciousness. And to me it's very significant how it is part of Krishna's plan because cows are in the mode of goodness automatically, even unconsciously, without even knowing it. When we live with cows, when we serve cows, we develop slowly, gradually, the mode of goodness, because cows are in the mode of goodness, isn't it? Very important point, because in Kali Yuga especially, most of the living entities who are taking birth in Kali Yuga are highly influenced by the mode of rajas and tamas, passion and ignorance. And because of the polluted atmosphere in which we're living, which is very heavily based on industrialization and urbanization and mechanization, natural. And therefore, to come out of these lower modes of nature, passion and ignorance, and to become firmly established or situated in the mode of goodness, this system which means reconnecting with the cows. It's amazing, actually we don't think about it so much, but the whole Vedic civilization and Vedic culture is centered around the cow. Why? Because the cow is the cow and the bull, both of them, they represent the Vedic economy. And they also, not only do they represent Vedic economy, they also represent Vedic education. And therefore, it means that when we are no longer connected with cows, no longer connected with the land, then we fail to understand, we cannot understand due to our polluted consciousness, what is the proper way to actually meet our necessities of life, what is the proper economy, and what is the proper education. These are very deep subject matters. Many of these subject matters pertaining to Dharma can only be understood when our consciousness becomes a little purified when we become situated in the mode of goodness, isn't it? So of course when we come in contact with devotees are cultivating the mode of goodness and endeavoring to go beyond the mode of goodness. So gradually we can begin to understand. So education is a very it's one of the four, we could say, pillars in terms of establishing a Vedic society. Vedic education. I used to think that Vedic education is Gurukul or only Gurukul, but actually Vedic education goes beyond just Gurukul. Gurukul, of course, is the Vedic traditional system, but it is limited to those who are Brahmanas. Only Brahmanas go to Gurukul. Brahmanas and Kshatriyas, yeah. But the majority people who are not Brahmanas, who are not Kshatriyas, they don't go to Gurukul. They will get lost if they go to Gurukul. Means they won't be able to understand. But they receive another kind of education, which is directly connected actually with their, we could say, occupation. They receive a type of education connected with cows, connected with Mother Nature, like that. So what we are trying to do here in this project is actually, we can say, lay the foundation. Actually, there are many devotees in different countries who are, it's interesting to know, actively engaged in reviving different aspects of our Vedic culture. And here we are in Nandigram, which is within Sridham Mayapur. We are specifically focused on two areas of education, which is Gurukul and Varnasrama college. And our hope is to actually train individuals who, having gone through Gurukul, normally for a good number of years, generally, normally one starts Gurukul anytime around the age of 5, 6, 7. That's when even in the Karmi world people go to school from the age of 5, 6. And so for a good 15 years, this Vedic education is supposed to be there. The first few years will be in the Gurukul. This is our Gurukul building that we hope in the not too distant future that we will see little bodies running around here in the building, Gurukul boys. After Gurukul, once a boy reaches the age of adolescence, I'll get you that quotation, then he will go to Varnasrama college. We have yet to build, there will be another structure actually for Varnasrama college. So the idea is that once someone has received this kind of education, traditional Vedic education, he will be very qualified to actually help establish Vedic communities or Vedic villages where we won't need to travel outside, where we will have learnt already that from the land, from where we are living, we can meet our different necessities of life. This is Vedic culture, localized living, learning how to grow our own food, learning how to make our own cloth. I don't know what material this is, but in Bengal they have jute. And from jute you can make rope and you can make cloth, right? there are different ways to make cloth. Like in the Western countries, like in, I guess, New Zealand, they have sheep. I mean, in the Gosala here means Dal Puru has what is it? It's called
Nandi Sanctuary?
Nandi. Thank you. In the Nandi Sanctuary, there are two sheep who were getting a shave up. Who were being shaved up the other day. So I mean, but usually in cold countries they keep sheep. You can keep, I suppose, in other places also. That's another way to make cloth. There are different ways. I mean, this is made from hemp. Yeah, hemp used to be a very common and it's a kind of a fiber. It probably looks similar to jute, no? I've never grown hemp, I don't know. So there are different ways to make cloth. Vedic culture actually teaches us how to, in this way, live a more simplified life. Because it's only when we are living a simplified life that we can more easily think about Krishna and make progress, in spiritual life. So we're still in the very early stages here, actually, although it's been like 3 years approximately. And well, probably between now and even before the end of the year, there'll be a few more developments taking place. We recently renovated our temple, one portion of the temple. Now the other portion, which is called Nat Mandir, before Kartik, which is not too far away. So that whole section will have a whole temple area with a nice floor, actually, which will be like a preview of what will come when we have the actual size. Anyway, this is something we hope to begin in the next 1 or 2 weeks, so that we can accommodate more devotees, especially when we have different festivals like that. So just to let you know, we are also having at the beginning of Kartik, that means on the 8th of October, our third, what we call Kartik semester, series of courses. And in the last 2 years, we've been having 10 to 15 different teachers, mostly from India, but also from outside, coming and giving different courses. That will be going on for about 2 months as well. So today we have Vinigopal Prabhu, who will be our next speaker, I think. Maybe at what time? 12:15, 12:30? 12:15, yeah. And what is the time now?
11:50.
Huh?
11:50.
11:50, yeah, right. Yeah. So it's always good, actually, when we make some presentation to leave a little bit of time if there's any either question or clarification on what we spoke, or something that may be on your mind that you would like to share, or some question you might be having. Yeah. So we're supposed to go to approximately 12 o'clock, then 15-minute break, I think. Yeah. So Vinigopal Prabhu will be is scheduled to speak at 12:15. So we have 10 minutes. If there's any comment or any question on what we have spoken, we have a mic. Please raise your hand. and we'll get you the mic. Yes.
Yes, Guru Maharaj, when I approach for this retreat to urban people, means those who live in the city, they tell what will be our
benefit.
Actually, our purpose of joining them, because we live in city, we don't have any land, any cow. So how to bridge that gap between these urban devotees and the rural devotees or these Varnasrama?
Okay.
Also.
Yes, yes. Well, in many ways, the subjects that we are discussing in our weekend retreats are especially meant for city people, because most of them probably cannot relocate anywhere, and even if that's the case, which it is, they can still learn many things in connection with Varnasrama, and they can begin to apply some things. They can introduce some activities wherever they're living. For example, even if somebody is living in a high-rise apartment, they can begin to, if they understand the importance, let's say, of offering natural, pure, wholesome flowers. They can have a few flower plants, and they can offer to Krishna. They can gain some understanding as to why Srila Prabhupada spoke so extensively about Varnasrama culture, and they can give whatever support possibly they can. It's important for them to kind of bring that whole dimension of Varnasrama in their consciousness. Varnasrama is not only for people outside the cities, and some people, some of our devotees, for example, who may attend our sessions, some of them may understand that, wow, maybe I should relocate. You know, some people may already have some land, some of their relatives or some of their family members. In different ways, they can benefit. We need to introduce to them this book speaking about Varnasrama so that they can understand at least that it's something that our founder Acharya, their founder Acharya, we're all devotees, we all have the same founder Acharya, spoke so extensively about, and therefore there's something for them as well, even though they have no plans to, although some of them may like to relocate, but possibly due to circumstances they're not able to do that. So the idea is to at least increase or create awareness of the importance of Varnasrama, and people can start, for example, we teach how it's important not to use commercial products, which are actually very detrimental, whether it is in terms of food. Most of us are buying what we call commercial food without really knowing where that food comes from, and without knowing how it is actually detrimental to our health, isn't it? So therefore, teaching the importance of at least purchasing, if you cannot grow your own food, some food actually we can grow, at least on a small scale, practically wherever we are, isn't it? There are many people in cities around the world, and I was going to say especially in America, but not necessarily especially, but including in America, where people have like, they have a terrace where they grow some food, or people come together and they either rent a piece of land, they do all kinds of things actually. They call urban forest, so many different names are there. Urban forestry or
Community gardens.
community garden, yes.
Supported agriculture.
Yes, yeah. See, there are more and more people who are not even devotees who understand the importance of living a healthy life, eating proper food, etc. like that. So there are many reasons why. One of them is just to get out of the city and breathe some fresh air by coming to Mayapur. And having darshan of Sri Radha. So,
Can we make a bridge between these rural devotees and the urban devotees?
can we make a what?
Bridge.
Bridge.
Yes, so that the urban devotees, they can procure their food, vegetables from them, so that they get proper price, these rural devotees.
Well, there's a GBC resolution to that effect. That was passed 20 years ago. You know, the resolution, I'll read it out maybe in the future. The resolution says that our city temple should be encouraged to purchase food from devotees who are growing food in the country. They should get milk from our protected cows. And there's a special resolution for the GBC that our GBC men, when they give Bhagavatam class, they should spend at least 10 minutes speaking about Varnasrama. There's an actual resolution. They've not taken it out of the books. And also that GBC or leaders, they should visit communities, farm communities, to encourage them and also to learn, I suppose, as well. Yeah. What we're doing here is an attempt to create that bridge, actually, by having, just like we have people from, devotees from Calcutta are coming, to build that bridge between, city folks and country folks. Right. But yeah, there's a need to do that. We have 2 or 3 more minutes for, yes. Right.
Maharaj, how we can actually preach to the young people of the village who are actually attending our few classes, not spiritual classes, but our Ayurvedic classes for healthy living. They are coming, very few. They are not from devotee background, but they are college students now. After leaving, they will just go for industrial work, hard life. We are trying to make them understand that this village, simple living is much more helpful for their mental, physical health. But still, I think I am not on the right way. We are not on the right way to preach them and make them understand the necessity. And that is that Varna's importance of Varnasrama to take participate. How to cultivate them, how to keep them now. After this session, they will just leave. We are having the Ayurvedic session, last session on 30th this month. But after that, I think I will be able to cultivate them and bring them back to our village center. How to preach them.
Yes. So the question is how to especially attract and maintain or keep the interest in young people in this whole concept of, let's say, simple life, Varnashram, culture, etc. 2 things which are connected with association. One is prasadam. I mean, we should have them associate with prasadam on a regular basis, and we should have them associate with devotees, like-minded, or devotees especially who are having maybe more understanding or awareness of the importance of Varnashram. Very often the very word Varnashram will scare some people or because there's a lot of negativity connected with the word or the concept, which of course takes some time. So we can maybe try to use more kind of attractive words, like, you know, the importance of self-sufficiency and sustainability, the need to actually protect our environment, to develop our connection with Mother Nature. So this aspect, the proper use of maybe certain words, terminology, might be helpful in creating more interest. And I think, yeah, trying to deepen our relationship and connection, because, you know, why have all of us eventually come, you know, to the point of committing ourselves to Krishna consciousness is because of some individuals who were, to whom we interacted with, and so the aspect of developing personal relationship with young people and being as welcoming as possible, bringing them to a place like Mayapur, especially in an environment that is more, you know, connected with nature, etc. like that. Bringing them possibly to attend some of our courses, either the once in a month weekend retreats or these courses that we're beginning in Kartik. Yeah. Yeah. So I'd like to welcome our Dayal Mukunda Prabhu, who is just coming now, although we are at the end of our first session. And yeah, okay. Dayal Mukunda Prabhu, for those who may not know, he is, okay, I'm doing two things at the same time here. He's a very spontaneous person. Dayal Mukunda Prabhu is one of our directors actually for the Varnasrama College Foundation. We have a number of individuals who are promoting and assisting in so many different ways for this project to develop. Very good. This devotee actually, first time he's coming here to our session. And he's showing me some of the pictures. They have a Gurukul with 34 children in Purulia district, which is south of Calcutta, touching Jharkhand actually. Purulia is touching Jharkhand. Well, yeah, if you swim, you can swim across from Bengal to Jharkhand. Yeah, that's where we have the. Yeah, Kutam.
Very close to there.
Right, yeah. Right, yeah. Maybe not Purulia itself, but I think it's touching.
Borders, very close.
Yeah. So yeah, these are some of the pictures. They have 34 boys, and he's been connected with this group for a number of years now. Yeah. So we will give actually whatever remaining time is there. We had like a 15-minute break. Maybe there's only 10 of that 15 minutes left now. Before Vinigopal Prabhu comes, he will be our next speaker. And so we can just take a little break right now. Thank you all very much. Also, one last quick thing is that, well, probably is taken care of, but whoever does come, we have their name and contact, I suppose, or the phone number and or email address or something like that. Yeah. Okay. Jai Sri Prabhupada ki. Jai Samasta Gaur Bhakta Vrinda ki. Gaur Premanande. Hare Krishna. Yes. Okay. Now I can look at it. Yeah, what's up? 34.